Something happened 17 years ago that might never be explained. The reason I haven't wrote this before is because it haunted me so much. I haven't mentally been able to. Let me begin. It was a normal summer night. I was watching the Flintstones. I was staying with my grandma and grandpa. My grandmother was working a night shift at the hospital, so it was just me and my grandpa. He was asleep, so I realised I could do whatever I wanted. I decided after this cartoon I'd go outside. Within 9 minutes of the episode finishing, the volume went down. I even saw lines of the volume on the TV go down. I thought, what? I know, it's probably just Grandpa playing around, turning up and down the volume, since he had the remote. So I went over to his chair and saw he had his eyes closed. I thought he was faking, but after 1 minute of just standing by his side, he didn't go, "Bold ya." That's when I got creeped. I started to get cold feet about going outside. This is where I wish I never went outside. My grandparents lived on a farm, so they had a barn. I decided I'd go visit our barn owl, George. When I went in the barn, I called out his name, but no response came. I knew this was not normal. He never ignores anything. When I went to the door, I heard, "So, you think you're brave?" I turned around, but no one was there in the darkness. The disembodied voice said, "What's the matter?" I then ran back to the house, got in, and went to tell Grandpa what happened. He was just getting a cookie from the fridge in the kitchen. I told him what happened, and he didn't know what to say. He then said it was nothing, and recommended we both go to bed. I said I wanted him to go with me to check out there, so he came. We went to the barn, and Grandpa too was surprised George didn't respond. That's when we saw a man, about 6 foot 8 feet tall, over by the wooden stairs leading to the next level. He then ran back into the dark spot. I was scared shitless, so I went back inside to get a flashlight. Grandpa was still there when I got back. We then examined the barn. While we were doing that, we heard our dog, Oliver, barking, as if there was no tomorrow. We both had heard from newspapers and TV that dogs could see and smell spirits. We ran back inside and decided we would try to fall asleep to the music of "In the Ghetto" by Elvis. Grandpa had fallen asleep by 11, but I still couldn't sleep. At around 1 a.m, I heard knocking at the window. I literally pissed my pants. I decided I'd sit up and take a quick peek at the window. I saw a man smiling there. I thought maybe it was the same figure I saw in the barn. This guy then said something that I couldn't quite make out, but it sounded like, "You aren't safe, you insecure little child." I then yelled and woke Grandpa up. I told him what happened, and he went to get one of his guns. He had the M37 by his bed for the rest of the night. I eventually fell asleep again, but was haunted by that experience to this day. I had a camera by me, so I took a picture of him, and that seemed for proof to the rest of our family.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also leave a comment below. All feedback, good or otherwise, is always appreciated. If you have any creepy stories of your own, or have any topics that you would like me to cover, feel free to send them in via any of my social media. You can find all links to my social media in the description below. Until next time guys, make sure you lock your doors, stay safe, and I'll see you next video.